Well, Aptos just saw one of the strongest growth months. Aptos also introducing a major upgrade to its network, shifting from a high-performance layer 1 towards production-grade infra. Now, the network is also implementing a new licensing model that makes its code publicly accessible for research while delaying full commercial use for 4 years. And ecosystem activity continues to grow. In October, Aptos had one of the strongest growth months among layer 1 networks. Stablecoin supply rose nearly 50% from September in October after BlackRock expanded its BUIDL fund on the network by $500 million. Also, Aptos Labs launched the testnet of their in-house developed decentralized exchange, Decibel. Well, joining me to weigh in is Ryan Zega, the head of structured finance at Aptos Labs. Ryan, great to have you here. Thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. Yeah, it's an extremely exciting time for Aptos. We've got a ton of different projects that we're incubating, tremendous amount of stablecoin growth that was shown in that Missouri report, and then yeah, definitely looking to advance sort of the global trading engine that's the Aptos blockchain.
Yeah, so Ryan, you mentioned that growth that is happening in stablecoins. So give us an understanding of how that compares to the broader stablecoin supply.
Yeah, definitely. If you look at our growth, it's been extremely fast, right? I think it was a 50% increase month over month. We're really working with high quality issuers like PayPal with their PayPal USD 0 project, right? Tether with USDT, Circle USDC, and then World Liberty Financial with USD 1. So our goal is to identify these high quality stablecoin issuers, right, and then go downstream with a number of different partners in the African continent, right, such as Yellow Card, LATAM with BITSO, and then we're really looking to make a very strong push into the APAC region more generally.
And what about the factors that are supporting this growth? What's behind that?
Yeah, definitely. Look, we're a very product first type of firm, right? We are very proud to have some of the highest transactions per second, lowest latency, lowest costs, and then quickest block times in the industry. And as the world becomes increasingly on-chain, those are metrics that are required. And if you look at some of our institutional partners, right, BlackRock, Franklin Templeton, Brevin Howard, Apollo, and others, they see that value in having class-leading product, especially again as we begin to transition to global capital markets that are on-chain.
And of course, you did announce a new licensing model, so tell us about the significance of this.
Yeah, definitely. So we're super excited to work with a number of high-quality partners to allow for builders to have easier access to Aptos and the Move language, right? We have 300 ecosystem partners today. We're looking to rapidly grow that, and then where we can partner, we'll certainly partner, and then where we can incubate, we'll also incubate projects, right? We have Decibel, which is really a strong sort of trading platform that just went live on testnet last week. We're incubating a decentralized file storage solution called Shelby, which we think will be tremendous, right, to the kind of global sort of data storage and transmission environment. So that's kind of our thesis there, right? Make the code and then tools accessible, and then bring on those high quality partners.
Yeah, and 2025 has been quite a year, not just for the broader markets, but also digital assets. So for Aptos, what are you looking forward to in terms of innovation, and what impact will this have for retail investors who may be watching right now?
Yeah, definitely. So, we have a big focus on global markets, right? I've spent a lot of time in sort of APAC, Latin America, Europe, discussing with a lot of institutions, right, and different governmental organizations on what's going on, right, from a digital asset institutional perspective within the U.S. So we're, really excited to sort of extend, our blockchain internationally, continue to bring on high quality projects, sponsors, et cetera. And I think that's a general trend that you're seeing throughout the markets, right? Willingness to have high quality partners on-chain, transition products on-chain, and then look, 2026 onward, I think you'll see increasing use cases beyond stablecoin, and then you'll see new stablecoin issuers, right, emerging in different parts of the world. So very excited for kind of blockchain in 2026 and onward.
Yeah, in 2025 you've announced partnerships, so how will this impact the space, and also what are the implications when it comes to real world use cases and also market reach for Aptos?
Yeah, definitely. So kind of on the real world side, right, we're going to see a convergence of sort of on-chain finance, sort of stablecoin utilization, and then really more like traditional finance, types of applications, right? Money market funds, private credit funds. We are also, making a lot of inroads with regulated counterparties such as Republic, right, where maybe you'll even see the transition of private securities more and more on chain, and then we're actively looking at a lot of the tokenized public equity initiatives too. So at Aptos, right, you'll see a further penetration in different product types being brought on chain, specifically on our blockchain going forward.
And finally, before I let you go, with opportunities also come risks. So how are you addressing some of the challenges out there?
Yeah, so we really, have a very strong sort of due diligence practice, right, for partners. We're looking to bring in sort of the highest class partners, build out the highest grade, product, and then continue being the highest quality chain that we can be.
Okay, Ryan, well, great to have you here today. Thank you so much for joining me live at the New York Stock Exchange.
Perfect, thank you so much.